We're just waiting for the fiddle.
Something's happened with my headphones.
Kay happened. Kay was in your chair last week.
Kay!
The OG has graced us with her presence again. She has returned and she's adorned with her very own jewellery.
Yes.
What's that one called?
Starburst pendant is what I was going for.
Yes,
Can you tell?
I can see the starburst.
You see
yes.
the design.
Yeah.
Great.
It's giving stars. It's giving fireworks.
Sorry, I'm just opening my file.
She's getting herself organised. Olivia is presenting today.
Yes.
Got a bit of a different one for you, but first we have news. We have kittens. Round
I forgot
2.
that you were like sharing this with people.
I know. Listen, I just can't not share my excitement and joy. And if you're going to be a fucking wet blanket about it, just whatever. I don't really care. Welcome to my life. But yes, Pretzel has given birth today, in fact, the day that we are recording. And that's what, like a week and a half since our last recording with Olivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we pretty much
2
clocked
weeks.
it. Is it 2?
2. It's been 8 weeks now. I think on the day. That's what I said earlier today.
And that's probably
on the day.
And that's probably why she went over, because she only had 2 in there. Like, she's not had much. She's not given us much. There's 2 sweet little baby darlings, sweet little baby angels, and there's nothing else.
That's so strange.
It is strange. I was expecting a full litter. I was. The internet says that obviously with every litter you get more.
Yeah.
But we got less this time. Perhaps the universe saw me unfit to have more than 2.
Oh, shit.
And you know what? Fair enough.
Everything happens for a reason.
Fair
Is
enough.
That right? Yeah.
Listen, I'm happy with 2. 2's a very manageable number, I must say.
Kay gets one.
Kay gets one, and someone else is getting
maybe
one.
you get one.
Well, yeah, the kids want to keep one, but I don't know if I can commit to that.
You've already got 3
I've
cats.
got 3 cats already.
And 2 dogs.
And 2 dogs.
3 fish.
Yeah, the fish are pretty low maintenance, but...
Well, that's debatable considering the issues you've had with them.
Well, it hasn't been that bad. I've just had one little moment where the fucking whole pond evacuated its entire water volume via the pump because the water level got too low, and it just kind of started splurting it out in big, like... And they were just like surviving in this little pond in the bottom. like the pump would pump it out until it gets to a certain level and then it can't pump it anymore. So luckily they just survived in the puddle.
Hell yeah. Did the pump like burn itself out at all, or it's okay?
I mean, it was probably on its way, but it's still working.
Oh, good.
And yeah, I also stumbled upon 1 dead fish.
Again?
One day. No, I'm talking about the one solitary fish. Cleaned out the pond, scrubbed down the filter.
Which I told her was a big mistake.
I overfed them.
Never clean your filter, guys.
Yeah.
In your fish tank. You kill all the good bacteria that destroys the fish's poop and waste and everything. You actually need it, so don't wash it like that.
I did. I just squirted it with the hose, and Olivia deemed that to be acceptable. So,
well, just.
Yes.
They're
happy now. They're thriving.
Because you know how they feel, don't you?
Thriving and surviving.
You know.
That's what they're doing.
You know how they feel, don't you?
I do. Because they wiggle in a certain way. They wiggle a bit more like fervently when they're happy.
I'll let you think that.
Well, that's what I think. Anyway, before we get into it, here's our candle of the day. We have...
Whoa, I didn't realise that was a candle when I walked in.
This is the skull that I was talking about.
Yes.
The melting skull. So apparently it's got red on the inside, so we're going to give it a crack today and see. It's from dusk.
It's not scented.
It's not scented. But it's pretty gnarly, isn't it? It's pretty cool. Continuing with our Halloween theme. We're doing Nurse Ratched in the evening again today.
Yes.
Tonight.
And Georgia says that I have to pick a day and stick to it.
Yes.
No time.
Cracking the whip.
Which is 100% fair. But Georgia also knows me and understands that that is a bit difficult for me. But I am trying. Okay?
We will see how it goes.
I try. I wrote this in like 3 hours.
Nice.
I regretted that. Let's just say that. It's very stressful.
Zonk you out.
Yes.
Was it today?
Yes.
Nothing like a last minute girly. I love it.
I did my research yesterday and then you wrote it today. I banged it out. But it's a
hear you.
little bit shorter than, you know, our regular episodes, I think.
Exciting stuff. On Halloween is our 1 year anniversary.
Is it?
Yes, darling. You and me, 1 year. How good's that? I feel
Where's
like...
my ring, you bitch?
Well, we're not there yet. It's not our anniversary yet.
3
and you're the
weeks.
jewellery fucking maker. You should be presenting me with a ring, cunt. The fuck? I'm the single
fair.
one here. Oh, I went on a date.
Did you?
I did.
Tell me.
Okay, so this is very interesting actually because it was another in-person meet. And so Ruby, okay, it all starts with Ruby fainting, my 9-year-old. I know. She was at her dad's, don't know what happened. She was feeling a bit poorly and she fainted while he was doing her hair. The doctor seems to think it was a vasovagal.
Right.
But I was like, what 9-year-old? Well, apparently when you pull their hair, they have a vagal response. The paediatrician told me that. I was like, okay. Anyway, we did a blood pressure the next morning though. It was 152 systolic and she's 9. Mm-hmm. The fuck? So I freaked out and I was like, we need to go to the doctor ASAP. And so we took her and they were like, okay, we need to do some bloods because that's not normal. And then fast forward to me having the kids, I went and took her for her bloods at the Royal Children's Hospital, right? We go to pathology. There's this guy sitting at the pathology desk,
here
right?
we go. A date at the expense of Ruby's demise.
I know. She's not demising yet.
No.
She's fine. We haven't got the blood results back, but she's fine. She's fine. I'm telling myself
she looked
that.
$1 million earlier. She's full of beans.
No, she's always full of beans, that's for sure. She'll just be full of beans till she fucking passes out, apparently. So anyway, I'm checking in at the fucking pathology desk at the Royal Children's Hospital, right?
Yeah.
And this guy's sort of doing, you know, asking me for my address and my details and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, what's that on your teeth? I was like, they're tooth gems. And mind you, I am looking busted, like beat up, much like what I'm looking like today, because I could be fucked, right?
We've done a swap. I put makeup on for the first time in a long time.
You look
You've got
stunning.
nothing. Thank you.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
I'm feeling a bit beat down today.
Aww,
Anyway,
sweetie.
I had school holidays in it. It's like I'm losing the will to live. I'm ready for the fucking back to school. Anyway, so he goes, what's that on your teeth? I say, oh, that's tooth gems. Hunter's on my left, Ruby's on my right. And then he goes, oh, where are you from? And I was like, here? And he's like, oh, okay. And he's got some sort of accent. Like, I'm like, I couldn't really figure it out or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay. And you look kind of Italian, he goes. And I was like, I don't know, I'm very, very white. And then he was like, oh, where's your husband from? He goes, because he sees my kids and they're, you know, brown.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, yeah, they're from South America. And he's like, I'm from South America. I'm from Colombia. Wow. I was like, ooh la la. And he was like, you like dancing? And I was like, there's this line that's like queuing behind me, like literally, like there's like a line of families waiting and he's like chatting me up and asking me about my life. And both my kids are on each side. Hunter's looking at me sideways, like giving me the bombastic side eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anyway, I was like, the kids do. I just felt so awkward. So I was like, yeah, Ruby likes dancing. And he was like, okay. And he scribbles down his number and his name and just like kind of on a post-it and kind of just pushes it towards me. I was like, okay. Stuck it on the back of my phone. Cute. I walk away and Hunter's like, you just got rizzed. That's what the kids say these days.
What does that mean?
He was rizzing me up. He was chatting me up.
I hope Hunter's not doing any fucking rizzing at school.
I hope not either. He knows what rizzing is.
Yeah, exactly. Why is this word in his vocabulary?
He's in high
school.
school. He's in high school.
I know. But Hunter's
Take you back to year 7. Take yourself back to year 7 and tell me what you were talking about in year 7.
Being anorexic and how cool it was.
Oh my God.
How many guys we fucked.
Cut.
No,
exactly.
I'm serious.
Exactly. Though. That's my point. My point exactly.
But he's just a baby.
He's just a baby. So anyway, I text him and then he calls me and we chat and it's quite a nice conversation.
Okay.
I was thinking, is it a red flag to hand out your number in a professional setting? Firstly?
Yes. I would never do that.
He's a clinical coordinator.
Oh, so he's up there. That's even worse, maybe. He's not just
I couldn't figure out whether it was hot or not, so I just went with it was. So, and he was in business attire. I was kind of about it, but I couldn't figure out whether he was like, I didn't get a great look at him. Okay, because I was feeling anxious looking around and not really knowing what was going on. And I didn't know whether he just wanted to fucking go dancing because he said, oh, I go Latin dancing with my friends, you know, if you're interested. Pushes post-it note towards me. And I was like, okay, so is this like a platonic, are you just looking for a dance partner? What's the go-go, right? Fast forward to later on that night, he calls me, we have a good chat, and then he asks me out to go dancing. I was like, cool, let's go dancing. And then Wednesday comes around when is my only free day, and he was like, there's no places open for dancing on Wednesday. I was like, cool, let's just go for a drink. Anyway, we meet up.
How convenient that there's no places open, Georgia.
Yes.
Come on.
I honestly didn't want to do dancing on the first date anyway, I thought.
Red flag central.
Do you think?
Yeah, but also, but dancing on a first date, it's like really intimate away, in a way.
Yeah. I mean, it could be fun. I like dancing.
But what kind of dancing
if it's structured, if it's a dancing... So the thought process in my head was that it was a dancing class.
Yes.
So it would be structured, there would be people around, and it would be fun in that sense.
You're following, like, steps to do.
But when I was talking to him over the phone, he's like, no, that's shit, that's boring. I just mean going to a fucking Latin club and just, like, letting loose. And I was like, I don't know how to do that. Like...
Yeah.
So I was anxious
really
about
good dancers in those places.
I know. And I would have... He's like, no, I lead you and it'll be fine. Okay, whatever. Anyway, but I was feeling anxious about that. And I was like, I don't necessarily want to go to a club on a first date, especially if I'm trying to get to know someone seriously. Mm-hmm. And I went because I liked the initiative. I liked that he asked me out. I liked all of that. And I liked that he was in healthcare. So I turn up and he turns up and immediately I was like, oh, he's definitely not my type.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Why?
Well, he was shorter. Not too short. No, he was sitting down. He was sitting down. Okay, so he was shorter. Funny. He and physically he's not my type. He just wasn't. Oh, and also I got the ick from his shoes. He was wearing pretty snazzy looking. They looked like Crocs with, like, I'm going to say skull patterns on them. And he was wearing what looked to be like a Hawaiian button-down shirt and track pants and a fluffy jacket. So...
Excuse me.
I got the immediate ick. And I was like, listen, let's not judge a book by its cover. Let's go on the date. Let's do it like he's... presented well.
The girls have more dress style.
I don't know.
They're 7.
I did a full face beat down. I was wearing a really nice top, really nice jacket, pants, heels.
Yeah.
And he rocks up in fucking sneakers and a fucking track pants and a Hawaiian shirt. Like, I'm sorry. Where are we going?
I wish I had a photo.
Oh my God. He took me to a really cool place actually. He took me to a speakeasy.
What's that?
You don't know what a speakeasy is?
No, never heard of it.
It's a hidden bar.
Oh, right. I've been to plenty of hidden bars.
I haven't been to any.
Which one did you go
So it was like, you know Elizabeth Street?
Yes.
It was kind of down, you know that club on the corner of Elizabeth Street? It's got the escalator that goes up. Down that street, down an alleyway, into a hidden fucking hallway with a fucking mirror wall. And then you open the mirror wall and there's a fucking speakeasy. It was so cool.
Wow. What was it called? Do you remember?
It doesn't have a name. It just had M on the fucking door. Because it's a speakeasy. It's a secret bar.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it was like the secret garden place that I've been to before.
I don't know.
It just looks like a regular restaurant when you walk in.
No,
but
it wouldn't have been that.
Okay.
It was hidden behind a fucking wall. So the place was hella cool and the cocktails were so nice. But just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Very nice man.
How old is he?
Just wasn't for me. 38.
Okay.
And I could barely understand him. There was a big accent barrier there.
Oh, yeah.
So I struggled to understand him. And
that would be challenging in the long term.
He kept trying to kiss me.
Why?
You
just met.
Exactly. And I said to him a few times, I was like, I don't do it I don't want to. Like, I'm not feeling it. So that really turned me off. And then when the bar closed, we had about 3 drinks, the bar closed, and he was like, you want to come back? You want to come back with me? On the train? He took the train there.
Sexy.
Yeah, so hot. So hard. I'm definitely going to ride the train at 1 a.m. with you back to your obscure place on the first date. Definitely.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very sus at all.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing could go wrong there.
God, you know, I've done that a lot of times. When I was younger.
When you were fucking 20.
I know, and I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
That crazy?
But we're grown now.
It's so different now.
We're grown now. We need to be treated like ladies. Yeah. And I said that to him. He goes, "What are you looking for?" I said to him, "I'm looking for someone who's going to treat me like the fucking queen I am, cunt." Yeah. He was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, that's not me. Bye.
Yeah, I think so. Because you know what? He hasn't texted me at all.
Yeah. Did he really level everything down after you sort of said that?
No.
And he just gave up a bit? Could you tell us energy
he didn't give up.
No.
He just kept going and then invited me back to his fucking house via the train.
Just kept going.
And when I said no, I didn't hear from him at all.
Hell
at
yeah.
all.
Yeah,
so I was like, you clearly don't want to take me on a second date because you didn't get it in on the first. But anyway, I don't care because I don't really want to go on a second date. But that's fine. It just shows that we're not meant to be, and that's great.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I went on the date. I'm glad I gave it a chance. I enjoyed going on a date because how many guys ask you out on a date these days? Fucking no one.
In person.
Zero.
Yeah.
So props to him for that. Anyway, that is my date story.
Well, I was going to say I've made a few sales in the business, but that's really very boring stuff.
It's exciting.
Yeah, not really.
Okay.
I feel like my kitten's a lot more exciting. Yeah, we named her Mishka.
Mishka!
Yes, it means little mouse in Serbian.
Love it.
Yes.
So we'll put Mishka up on the Insta and we'll put Pretzel and her beloved kittens. The kids want to name them Baguette and Bagel.
Yes.
Baguette and Bagel. Bagel and Baguette.
I love that.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it?
That's amazing. That is so smart. God, why couldn't I have asked your kids
the great cat namers
for cat names for Mishka, because we struggled. It took us a whole week, more than a week.
So what are we doing today? Tell us.
Today we are talking about something quite different.
Yes.
Something that honestly, can I be honest?
You could be so honest.
This was not enjoyable for me to write whatsoever. I don't find this very interesting at all. What? Nor do I find it very fascinating.
Oh, that's interesting.
We're here today to talk about conspiracy theories, everyone. And I find conspiracy theories bullshit.
But that's interesting because I feel like you spout a few conspiracy theories of your own.
Do I?
Yes.
Which ones? Tell me.
That's why I said...
I don't know.
That's why I said you should do it because...
Okay. Tell me which ones. Please.
Well, I think that you're quite conspiratorial around the Victoria Police and all of that. You know what I mean? I think with the Desi Freeman thing and all that. And you just have alternate ways of thinking, which I think conspiracy theorists do a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I thought it would be a good topic for you.
No, it is. And thank you.
She just hated doing the sleuthing.
And thank you to whoever it was that suggested it.
It was me.
Oh. I thought you had a comment from someone suggesting... Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot.
It was me.
If you haven't noticed already, I'm an idiot.
No, you're not.
Anyway, we're talking about conspiracy theories, which is just, I say it's bullshit because there's so much crap to weed through, and I had to pick which ones I wanted to mention and talk about. It was very difficult to pick which freaking conspiracy theories I wanted to even talk about in the first place, right?
Yeah, yep.
So
many options these days.
I know. So for this one, I may do another one on more conspiracy theories because I wanted to delve a bit deeper into a couple of things. But
yeah, totally.
So here we go. Get ready, buckle up.
Strap in, hold on to your butts.
All right, so I've gone down like the politics-y sort of route-ish thing.
Yep.
And I'm going to mention just a few particular people, just a couple.
Yeah, cool.
A few particular people. There's so many other areas that are not, obviously not politics. There's health, there's medicine, all kinds of things. There's technology, there's big pharma, all of that shit.
Yes.
I actually started writing about fucking COVID conspiracies, but then I was like, nah, this is too long and it's not going to link well. So,
and we've all heard them.
Yes, exactly. We know.
2 years straight.
And we're nurses. We lived it.
Yep.
Well, everyone did, but we lived the other side, I guess.
That's a massive topic in itself. It's probably a whole episode, really.
Exactly. So I decided here to stick to United States related.
Okay.
I know politics is a very sensitive topic for people, so please just be aware that I'm just presenting
theories.
Yeah. This is just shit that I have come across online and I am telling you about it.
And we can discuss.
It is not my opinion.
Yes.
So here we go. As I've just fucking said, most of today's conspiracy theories are born in politics. Mm-hmm. And as we know, there are currently a lot swirling around regarding the happenings in the United States around people like Donald Trump, Charlie Kirk, and Jeffrey Epstein. People like these are obviously well-known public figures, so they easily attract criticism as well as discussions about power, corruption, and what some people call the deep state. Trump in particular is a fascinating figure in regards to conspiracy theories.
Correct.
Because unlike most politicians that do everything they can do to distance themselves from conspiracy theories, Trump has often embraced them, or at the very least refused to shut any of them down.
True.
Now, the phrase deep state refers to the idea that there is an invisible government operating behind the scenes, made up of bureaucrats, intelligence officials, and powerful elites who supposedly control the policy in the US regardless of who wins the elections. And for people that support Trump, especially since the 2020 presidential election, this theory of a deep state existing gained even more traction because Trump himself leaned into the idea as well, which suggested to people that he wasn't just fighting the Democrats or Republicans who disagreed with him, but an entire deep-seated, well-established government system.
Yeah.
Now, one of the biggest political conspiracies of the past 10 years has been that of election fraud.
Yep. Yeah.
In the US.
Yeah.
Yep. So in particular, it was the 2020 US presidential election that became ground zero for claims that the system was rigged. And Trump insisted that the election had been stolen from him, and millions of his supporters truly believed him, despite multiple court cases and audits that all found that there was no evidence of widespread fraud.
Well, I'm not surprised because they're all fucking dumb and he's a narcissist, so...
But even after these investigations happened, and this theory that the election was rigged has persisted. And that's probably because conspiracy theories thrive on distrust.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't trust the media, the government, or the courts, then even if there is evidence to disprove your belief of a certain conspiracy theory, that evidence may feel like it's actually part of the cover-up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because the more the official voices deny these conspiracy theories, the more the believer in these theories starts to feel validated in them. So it becomes a self-reinforcing cycle.
Yeah, like an echo chamber.
Yeah. Now, as we know, conspiracy theories can often be used as political tools.
Yeah.
Before Trump became president, way back when Barack Obama was president.
Yep.
Trump actually became, when we were in high school, hey.
You were, I wasn't.
Oh, yeah. Forget about that all the time.
I'm old.
Because you're just young at heart. I didn't see you as older than me, really.
I know.
Yeah, so when Obama was president, Trump actually became a very loud promoter of the birther theory claim that was going around, which was a claim that Obama wasn't actually born in the United States like he claimed he was.
Right, I did hear this.
Yes. And by Trump promoting this theory, he started to gain a very large platform and following well before he even ran for president.
Yeah.
So he started talking about
political
shit.
Yeah.
Then in 2016, during his campaign, Trump constantly hinted at hidden forces working against him behind the scenes, whether it was the media, the FBI, or the Democratic establishment.
Fake news.
Mm-hmm.
Fake news.
And by the time the 2020 election rolled around, that message had evolved into one of the most widespread conspiracy narratives in recent history, the stolen election. And this is where Charlie Kirk comes in. Kirk was obviously a younger figure than Trump, but still highly influential, especially with college-aged conservatives and online communities. Kirk was an open supporter of Trump, and he helped frame Trump's battles as part of a much bigger and deeper cultural war. Charlie would talk a lot about universities being controlled by left-wing elites, about how big tech is silencing conservative voices, and about how young people are being indoctrinated.
Conspiracy, conspiracy, conspiracy.
When the 2020 election happened, Kirk immediately amplified Trump's claims of fraud, speaking at rallies, hosting events, and pushing the idea that ordinary Americans were fighting against a rigged system.
Ew.
And as we know, there was someone out there that didn't really like what Charlie had to say.
Who?
Enough so that he decided to publicly assassinate him. Tyler Robinson.
Well, yes, there's conspiracies even around that.
Oh, I know. I'll get to that.
Okay. That's fine. I'm listening to Candace Owens spurt her
Oh, my God. I was reading about her earlier as well.
Conspiracy theories as well. It's fascinating. She's doing a daily episode at this point of her investigating this shit.
Whoa. Okay.
I know. I'm losing interest because she's going down a rabbit hole. It's fucking like full on.
In terms of conspiracy theories surrounding Charlie Kirk's shooting and death, there are plenty of them, let's just say.
Yep.
As we know. Mm-hmm. One of the most obvious conspiracy theories is that the entire video of the shooting and everything that you see online of the shooting is either CGI or AI enhanced.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. However, there have been professional fact checkers who have analysed these videos and photos, apparently.
Professional sleuthers.
Yes. And they found no evidence of this being the case. It's a real video.
Yeah.
Okay. Then there's this very interesting case of the alleged fact. I found this very interesting, actually. Mm-hmm. There was a book listed on Amazon for purchase on the 9th of September, the day before Charlie was assassinated on the 10th. And this book was titled The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, a Comprehensive Account.
The fuck?
Very formal. The listing was very quickly removed after the assassination occurred, and some people believe it was a mistake or a speculative listing. However, some people also believe that this suggests foreknowledge of the assassination or some sort of cover-up. However, apparently there is no confirmation or evidence from any credible sources that this book listing was legitimate or that there are actually any words written on the page.
Okay, so there's no evidence that it actually happened. Someone's just saying that there was an Amazon listing.
A lot of people are saying there was an Amazon listing, but as you know, the internet, one person says it and then 5 million people say it. So it's the internet, easy to do, right?
So we don't really know if it was there.
We don't really know. As we know, it's a conspiracy theory.
Ooh. Okay.
Anyway, so they fucking got rid of the listing.
If it even existed.
Yes. And there were also some people that claim that the text messages released by prosecutors that were apparently sent between the shooter Tyler Robinson and his partner are fake, scripted, too detailed.
I honestly believe
polished to be real.
I believe that.
These people like to argue that these text messages have been carefully constructed by Tyler and his partner because they're so intelligent in order to create a certain... I didn't actually write that, by the way. In order to create a certain narrative prior to his committing the assassination in terms of what his motives or political beliefs may be. So they've done a setup.
Right.
Text for weeks, whatever the fuck beforehand. Other people claim things like Charlie was wearing a bag filled with fake blood and that he wasn't really fatally shot and that he's still potentially alive now and that this whole charade with his wife and Trump is just to put on a show to make Trump look good. I believe that part. Because you should see them.
I mean, they're really going in.
They're bloody fucking almost making love on stage. It's fucking insane. It's ridiculous.
It's actually so strange.
It's so cringy.
It's very strange.
Does she cry? I don't want to judge her. But she doesn't look like she's shed one tear. I know she's wearing a lot of makeup, but I know what I look like when I've been crying. Her face is glistening.
Her face does glisten with tears.
Does it?
Yes.
It glistens.
If you look close.
Could just be some drops of oil.
Yeah, look, I'm not very quick to criticise Erica Kirk because you can't really judge someone with how they grieve or whatever.
We're not her, yes.
And she is part of a big fucking movement of these types of people who do glorify the whole right-wing thing and
sort
like
of
push
cult.
Yeah, it's very culty.
Yeah.
And push their agendas and all of that. I think she's surrounded by very strong-minded individuals. She's been made the CEO of TPUSA.
Oh, yeah, she has.
So I think there's a lot of pressure behind her. And I think she really believes in the movement, I guess, and Trump. So I don't necessarily think... I think that she's just, blindly going with the flow. You know? That's my thoughts. Who knows, really?
She could be.
She could be.
She could be a little puppet.
Yeah, she's a puppet. That's what I'm getting at. It's all very fucking strange. It's fucking strange. Yes. The memorial was fucking weird.
The photos.
Oh my God, the speech.
You seen the photos of her showing off her rings while she holds his dead hand in the casket?
Yes, I have.
And everyone's like, can you put any more rings on or something?
Yeah, and his hands look very...
Well, yellow.
Yellow because he's been embalmed and people think that it's a fucking mannequin because they don't know what embalmed people look like. Yeah. Anyway, keep going. I'm going into the conspiracies, but you continue.
Then there are these hand signals that were being done by his bodyguards.
Yes.
Just like, you know, a couple of minutes or even less before the shooting took place, with some people suggesting that these signals are intended or were intended for the shooter, indicating that Charlie Kirk's own personal security team were in on it and had prior knowledge of what was going to happen that day. Another theory is that Israel or Israel's intelligence service, Mossad, either killed Charlie Kirk directly themselves or they ordered it or orchestrated it. However, the Israeli government and the Israeli Prime Minister have condemned these conspiracy claims, calling them fake and insane. This theory is largely based on speculation, rumours, ideological narratives regarding religion and political suspicion of other countries. And I think that's very fair. I think it's fair for them to be like, what the fuck? That's completely insane of you to say.
Can I comment on this? So Candace Owens seems to think that, let's rewind a bit, Candace was fired for backing Palestine and saying...
Oh, that's the woman, is it?
Yes, she was backing Palestine, saying that any genocide is wrong, right? She said that on Twitter. She was fired for it because they notoriously back Israel. That whole podcast that she was a part of, very right-wing, the Daily Wire. Charlie, whilst he loved Israel as a country because it's the Holy Land, quote unquote, for Christians, it's where Jesus died, all of that stuff. He loved Israel for that purpose, but he apparently, the theory is that he was being pushed to support Israel in the war and sort of publicly say that and not say anything in regards to Palestine and genocide being wrong and all of that. And I don't think that he was very for that. I think he was a supporter of Israel for sure for a long time, but I think the theory is that he was sort of leaning more towards, like the rest of the world, saying that what Israel is doing is not right. Yeah. And he has said that in speeches. He's like, you can support a place and love a place, but you don't have to support the government. And he has said that in speeches. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. So the theory is that Netanyahu offed him because he was about to publicly back Palestine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
And him and Candace Owens were besties, so... Yeah, best friends.
Okay.
Yeah, they started TPUSA together.
Oh, that's where I've heard her name from originally. Yes, okay. Sort of, I guess, almost going on from that in a way, the very popular belief that this entire assassination was a cover-up for the Epstein files.
Yes.
Cover-ups, yeah?
Yep.
With some theories claiming that Kirk was potentially in possession of some particular information about Jeffrey Epstein's network that either was or wasn't in the files. Oh. So he was killed before he had a chance to come out and say anything publicly. Okay. I don't know why they thought that he might do that, if that's the case, but I guess if you really have done some nasty things, you'd probably be fearful that anyone could come out and say it. Yeah, so... I can understand wanting to silence everyone that potentially could take you down, you know, if you're Jeffrey Epstein, is what I mean. So they think he was killed for that reason. And this ties into Donald Trump again in the sense that statistically, the majority of Americans believe that Trump and his government are hiding details of the Epstein case. Yeah. Mainly because Trump's name is mentioned in the files, as we know. Well, no, they have released them.
Have they?
30,000 pages. Are currently being released.
Currently?
Earlier in September. Yeah, bit by bit. I think they're releasing them. Oh. And apparently there's been nothing that no one knows already.
Yeah. So I think when people say release the files, I think it's like the ones that you're not releasing.
Yes. Exactly. Like how do we know
selectively releasing?
Yes. See?
Yeah. Which is entirely possible.
Of course.
For sure. Yeah.
The government is corrupt. Of course it's possible.
There you go. Conspiracy.
No, but that's fact. When you have criminals in the government, your government is corrupt.
Yeah. Who's the criminal?
That's plain. Well, plenty of them.
Trump's
Imagine how many of them have child porn on the computers at home. Yeah. Seriously, though, because they're high officials who are men and they can get away with shit like that and they're rich.
Multiple people have been caught in such manners.
Of course. And they're all very, high up, powerful people.
Yeah, true.
All right, so, yes, many believe that Trump is implicated in Epstein's sex trafficking ring and that he actually participated in actual trafficking activities. And so some people believe that Trump had Epstein killed in order to protect himself and other powerful people that may have been exposed.
Yeah.
I could see that as well. How Trump would potentially want to silence Jeffrey Epstein.
Mm-hmm. Why would he kill himself?
There are many irregularities
the question
what
needs
happened
to be
that day. That Epstein was found dead in his cell regarding the prison guards and the prison security system and cameras, which some people believe, of course, points to something a lot deeper than just the cameras weren't working.
Was he life in prison or what? Do you know?
He would have been, I think. 30 years, I think it was, to life or whatever.
So maybe you would kill yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if you're so inclined.
It's just all the other things that don't add up with it, though, how it happened.
Like? Do you know?
Well, they just conveniently didn't check on him for 2 or 3 hours, and then they come back and the camera's footage is missing and he's dead.
Yeah.
He's hanging. So how convenient is that?
What did he hang himself with? A sheet?
A rope. Oh, yeah.
Like, what can you hang yourself with?
I thought it was a rope.
How'd he get a fucking rope?
That's the question, isn't it? That's why a lot of people think Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah. And I am inclined to believe that.
Well, if it's anything but... if it's anything but a sheet, then it is very sus.
Yeah, and also the fact that there's no camera footage. It's wiped, the files were gone.
They've just said he did this and this is what happened.
And he was on half-hourly observations.
Oh, and they just went on a fucking lunch break?
Yeah, they chose not to go and do those checks.
Convenient.
Is what I've read, for a couple of hours. So, of course, they could have been like, we're just going to go have lunch for a couple of hours while John Smith takes care of Epstein. Yeah. You know?
Wouldn't be the first time that's happened in jail.
No, because it happens here as well in Australia to Indigenous people all the time.
Yeah.
That's another story.
True that. True that. They just mysteriously die in their cells.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it comes out that they weren't checked on for like 4, 6, 8+ hours and they were drug affected and they ended up fucking dying in their cell because the police officers falsely claimed that they were doing their half-hour checks on suicide watch. So Jeffrey Epstein was on suicide watch. Yeah. And they weren't checking him for suicide. So you tell me. Yeah, right. Bit
not adding up.
Sus.
I feel something is missing. And it is the footage.
And the checks that were meant to happen, they're missing too.
What's interesting is we do have the Charlie Kirk footage. Or do we? Dun, dun, dun.
It could be AI.
Has someone leaked a fake?
Right.
Oh, but there's a lot of
Charlie
witnesses.
Kirk. Yes.
Anyway, we're rabbit holing right now.
There are many irregularities that happened the day that Epstein was found dead in his cell regarding the prison guards and the prison security system and cameras, which some people believe point to something a lot deeper. A historic cover-up of a massive child sex trafficking ring involving some of the world's most famous, rich and elite, further showing us just how much power these people really have in this world. And that is my little discussion about some of today's conspiracy theories. And as I said, I would like to actually go delve a bit deeper into some of these.
It's all very interesting and it all is all very conspiratorial, yes. And like I said, Candace Owens thinks that it is a big fucking federal cover-up. She doesn't know what, but she is insinuating that it is to do with Israel.
I don't
with Charlie
know
Kirk.
about that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Don't know
No one
about
knows.
that.
No one fucking knows.
That just sounds the least plausible out of all of the options in a way.
Yeah.
Not as implausible as it being AI, obviously. But I think it's way more likely that it was just some crazy motherfucker who didn't like what he had to say.
Yeah.
And did something really stupid, like all these people who go and all these teenagers that go and shoot up schools in America. You know, it's a lot of this is mental illness, lack of support, all of that sort of thing.
Yep.
Easy access to guns, I guess, as well, too.
Mm-hmm. But they're saying that, like, the parents stobbed him in and took him to the station, but then there's info coming out now that they didn't actually do that.
Oh, God.
I know.
Oh,
and that they don't think that he's, like, guilty.
Oh, you just reminded me of something that I heard. So I heard that his father, like, went and told a priest after his son told him what he did. Mm-hmm. And the priest is the one that topped them in.
No, it's not a priest. It's an old detective.
I read something it was a priest.
Oh, my God.
In a confessional. I'm not joking, Georgia.
Maybe.
I should have added this in earlier.
There's a lot of info going
I'm serious.
Around there.
I have read this in multiple articles.
Quote unquote.
Articles.
It was a priest.
The father was like, he couldn't take it, so he went to the priest and he goes, my son has killed Charlie Kirk.
Ah,
And the priest apparently dobbed him in, the son, and they had apparently planned to split the $100,000 or whatever it was. That was the reward that they were offering for capture of Tyler Robinson.
The priest and the dad?
Yes.
Well, that's such bullshit, surely.
Excuse me, Georgia.
Surely.
It's a conspiracy. You can't say it's bullshit because we don't know.
A holy person and the father of the fucking killer. Let's split the reward. Anyway,
I don't think priests earn that much.
The story,
$50,000 to a priest might be very tasty.
True.
That's tasty to me.
I'm currently watching Sons of Anarchy, and there's a priest involved in all of the fucking corrupt bullshit there, so I believe it.
Yeah.
Anyway, very interesting. Yes. If you have conspiracy theories that you wish for us to discuss, if you've got any comments on what we've discussed, if you've got anything to add further, please reach out to us. We've got our email. It's in the show notes. Also, our Instagram is in the show notes. Please reach out to us. We love you. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
Wearing the same clothes, of course.
Yes, because we're about to record again. Okay, bye.